kiddos, what we are going to do today is we're just going to quickly do some English reviews. So if you're watching my video, it's because you picked the wrong answer. And that's okay. That's what I'm here for, is to give you feedback and advice so that going forward, we're able to pick the right ones, right? Okay, so let's look at this first one right here. If you're watching this video, then you picked the wrong choice for this one. So first off, we know this is a strategy we've been working on. We read the question first. Okay, it says, what change, if any, should be made to the highlighted words? Well, I can see the highlighted word. It says bag suddenly. And so I'm having to ask myself, do I need to leave it the way it is? Because no change is an option. It's not a throwaway. Sometimes no change really will be the choice. Or I have to ask myself, is there something else there that makes more sense? I have to think about everything we've learned in grammar. So I think about commas, I think about periods, I think about parts of speech, I think about subject-verb agreement, I think about verb tense and all the different tenses that we've learned this year. You have to think about all of those things when you're looking at these types of questions. So we've learned that when I see a highlighted word, we do our strategy of read a little bit above, a little bit below, highlight clues, and think about what I know. So let's do that. Okay, we're going to read above and we're going to read below. It says, earth-friendly practices passed down from our Native American ancestors. Oh, I didn't read up far enough. She helps people plant fruits, vegetables, and flowers using earth-friendly practices passed down from our Native American ancestors. I'm right here. Today, I'm gathering onions in a cloth grocery bag. Suddenly, a brilliant idea pops into my head. Okay, so I'm having to ask myself, what about that could I change? Well, what I'm noticing is I'm seeing two different ideas happening here. I'm seeing the idea that the first thing I'm doing is bagging groceries. The second thing that they talk about is a brilliant idea. So these are two different sentences. They need to be separated. Well, we know that we can separate sentences in three different ways: with a period, with a comma and a conjunction. We call those coordinating conjunctions. Or with subordinating conjunctions, where I can put one at the beginning with a comma or one right there in the middle and I don't need a comma. But I know I need to separate it somehow. Those are two different ideas that need to be separated. So no change is not going to be my choice. We're going to eliminate it, okay? So number B, letter B, says bag when suddenly. This word right here, when, is a subordinating conjunction. It can combine two sentences, okay? So I kind of like that option. C, bag suddenly, comma. Okay, we know we said we might need a comma somewhere, but look at this. Bag suddenly, a brilliant idea pops into my head. When I put that comma there, I'm going to take that breath, and that's going to kind of help me figure out if that's really where I need to separate my sentence. But remember, I'm bagging groceries, and then suddenly I had an idea. Those are the two different ideas. I need to separate them. Bag and suddenly don't need to go together. Okay, so C is not my choice. And then D just says bag. So let's read it like that. Today I'm gathering onions in a cloth grocery bag. A brilliant idea pops into my head. Still, those are two different ideas. I'm bagging groceries, an idea pops into my head. It doesn't help solve the problem of separating them. The only one there that offers a way to separate this run-on sentence into two different clauses or two different sentences is B, with that subordinating conjunction of when. Today, I'm gathering onions in a cloth grocery bag when a brilliant idea pops into my head. See how it separates those two things into separate clauses, okay? So that's why that is going to be the best choice.